Welcome everybody again here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Again, round number 9 for this time for the Northern Capital Truck Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com here at, well, either the fish tank or the swimming pool, whatever you want to call it, Iowa Speedway for tonight. 171 laps. One race after tonight will remain in the regular season. We will have one more race before the top 12 are finalized, and boy, do we have some entertaining points to go over here tonight, but we will get to that here in just a little bit. Of course, as always, glad to have you. Myself, Joshua Medlock, of course, up here in the booth as always. It looks like we're seeing the 7 of Ed Morse there flipping topsy-turvy. Thank God this is just practice and be able to get back out there on the racetrack. But let's get down here to the pre-race analytics here tonight. We do have a little bit of a wind out there, about 3-4 miles an hour. We got an air temp of 72, a track temp of 75. Like I said, 171 laps here. 149.625 miles. Now, these guys are getting a total of 5 sets. They'll get the set they start with and 4 in the pits. And I feel probably somewhere in the ballpark of 70 to 80 laps here tonight. We got a pit road, same as what it was last night at 40. And the pace speed as well at 50 miles an hour. But let's get down here to the point standings, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here at really the top 9 or top 8 is where all this congestion really is. We got William Hartman, though, up in the top spot at 336. No questions about that. He is 53 points ahead of Curtis Vollmer there in second, 283. And then we have our first tie. That's going to be Alan Hilton and Kyle Knapp Sr. Alan up a spot, Kyle up 2. Tie for third, 278, 5 behind Curtis. Then we have another tie, James Holzer and Ed Morse. Ed up 1 and James up 6, 271, 7 behind Kyle and Allen. And then another tie between Ruben Phelps down 4 spots and Ryan Swan up 1, 260. Even between them two, 11 points behind Ed and James Holzer. Still really close, though, between the rest of the drivers here. We got Rick Christensen in 9th, 258. He is 2 back. Justin Lemke in 10th, 256, 2 behind him. Jeremy Clifton down 4 spots in 11th, 252, 4 behind Justin Lemke. Michael Larch up 3 in 12th, 244, 8 behind Clifton. Russell LePage up 3. He is on the outside looking into the top 12, 237, 7 behind Michael. Chris Seidenfaden down 2 spots, 14th, 235, 2 back. Cody McFadden up 2 spots as well. He's sitting in 15th, 228, 7 behind Chris. Ted Pullen is going to be down 3 into 16th, 212, 16 behind Cody. Scott Minton's going to be down 3 spots as well into 17th, 210. He's 2 behind Ted. Douglas Newbigging is going to stay where he's at in 18th at 207, 3 points behind Scott. Jeremy Rigney up a spot in the 19th, 173. He is 34 points behind Douglas. And Rob Griffin is going to be down a position into that top 20 and 20th at 172. He is 1 point behind Jeremy Rigney. However, like I said, after tonight we'll have one more race. And I have a feeling we've already got a couple out here that are mathematically going to be locked into it. Can't say for sure, but I would have to say mathematically they are locked in. Probably Curtis, William especially. Curtis probably mathematically locked in. Allen potentially locked in mathematically as well. I would have to do the math on that. But it's still really close between each and every single driver out here. So I don't really know what's going to happen here tonight. And I do know, and I've heard, that this track, unlike last night, at about 15, 20 laps into the run, it gets really, really loose. So if it's not tightening up any, you're going to probably see some of these drivers out here get really, really loose. And, you know, if they're around each other, that might not be a good thing. Now we're coming down to less than 4 minutes left, and of course we've got that poll again out there here tonight. We've got William Hartman, Ruben Phelps, Curtis Vollmer, and Wallace Boyce in that poll, and right now we have a three-way tie between Hartman, Phelps, and Boyce. No love for Curtis out there, unfortunately. At least not right now, but we might wait and see if he gets a vote or two or three later on this afternoon. But that will be up for the duration of the first part of the halfway here. It'll end at the halfway mark at about 80, probably do it at 86 laps. When they come to take lap 86, I'll be taking it down, and we'll find out who, of course, the poll winner is and see where they're at in the race. But we are coming down to 3 minutes left here. If you've got chat, or if you got a pick, throw it in chat. We'll try to get to that as well here tonight, as we always do. Our admins tonight, David Elliott, Ed Morris Sr., big shout out to them too for adminning the Truck Series this season. Of course, our sponsor over at Northern Capital, Russ Anderson, a big shout out to him for coming on board and sponsoring the Truck Series again this season. Rick Donathan putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme Motorsports and 99.com, as well as all the other admins as well. And all the fans out there that tune in each and every week. We do appreciate it. Thank you all so much. But we are going to go ahead and step away, play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway here tonight. Right now, Ed Morris in that number 7 primetime machine up at the top spot. Now, quickest in practice was William Hartman at a 23.567. And right now, I do not see William out there on the racetrack. However, we do got Curtis Vollmer. We've got Kyle Knapp Sr. Nicholas Holda is out here. Cody McFadden. As it switches. Like Kyle Knapp Sr. going to go into 8th. Nicholas Holda there in 4th. Like Bobby Tench going to be coming out on the racetrack here. We'll get to the team points here in just a little bit. Now, you got that right, Uncle Bob. Let's have a good race here tonight. Why not? Few minutes left. Oh, James Holzer. Now there comes William as well. Coming out here on the racetrack. Chris Seidenfaden. We'll watch qualifying here. Nolan Neiman sitting at the exit of pit road. Mike Richter in the 0501. Oh, and he got loose out of turn 2. Chris Seidenfaden up to 7th. Ryan Swan in the 9. Like he's going to be putting in his very first lap with a 24.061. Going to put him in 18th here. William Hartman. There he goes, backing it up in the top spot. Ed Morris there in 2nd. William up front. Michael Larch in the 3. Like this is going to be his last and final lap. He's going to stay where he's at. And, well, nope, it finally adjusted here and caught up. He's going to go into 3rd. Going down to the final 15 seconds here in qualifying. Jeremy Clifton in 5th. And William Hartman looks like is going to come away with the pole here tonight at Iowa. Now they're going to go jump into the drivers meeting here. We're going to get to the point standings. The team point standings here. That makes William Hartman's 5th pole of the season here. Let's get down here to the team points here tonight, going with the, of course, the truck series here this evening. GT Motorsports over the top spot, 615, or 614, excuse me. Primetime in 2nd, 567. Sampson in 3rd, 518. Jacob Bell Racing in 4th, 488. And JW Racing in 5th, 477. The overall team points, GT Motorsports up top, 3285. Sampson in 2nd, 3146. Primetime in 3rd, 3104. JW Racing in 4th, 2794. And Jacob Bell Racing in 5th at 2664. That is your team point standings here this afternoon. Get that penalty chart pulled up here. I don't think there's anything I need to go over before we get hopefully to some great racing here tonight. But let's get up here to William Hartman, who is going to be our pole setter. They are officially in the drivers' meeting. We're going to give it a few minutes Now it looks like in that little poll I got going on in chat, we still got a tie here between William Hartman and Ruben Phelps. Wallace Boyce at about 25%, 38% between William and Ruben. Really close between them two. Looks like we've got a couple of fans out there for Ruben and a couple of fans out there for William. Now, anybody can vote except for me. I can't vote. They won't let me vote. Of course, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, notification bell. All right, it looks like we are officially done here. Now, let's see here if we can get Mr. William Hartman up here. And he's going to be easy to find. I know exactly where he's at. William, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, you are going to grab your 5th pole of the season here. Now you just got to back it up with the win here tonight. But it's Iowa, bud. How do you feel about the track?
No. We'll see how it goes. It's probably my least favorite track, so at least we're starting out good with the pole there, and I know it'll be real quick. We got a few other guys up there that are pretty quick here, so I'm just trying to do my best to keep the track position. I think it's gonna be pretty tough to pass, so try and stay up front as long as possible.
Well, 171 laps at Iowa doesn't seem like much, but you guys are going to be always on that wheel here tonight. How do you manage the tires?
Oh, man, you say it doesn't seem like much, but I'm looking at our previous races and dreading the fact we might go 171 straight here. So,
well, that could happen.
We'll see. The way our races have gone, I wouldn't be shocked. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think managing tires here is it's always important at every place we go, but it's definitely going to play a factor here. You're going to see a lot of guys, different lines, and how tire management works across each line of the racetrack. So, it's definitely a unique track for that factor, and well, I just try and survive.
Well, you got a pretty good lead up here at the point standings. I think you're mathematically going to be locked into the round of 12. Mathematically, I'm just going off of that. Of course, penalties and all that. Talking smack, that could definitely play a factor. But, as long as you keep your cool and continue, having good races and you don't get no penalties, big major penalties, I foresee you, of course, making it to the round of 12, no doubt about it. But, going back to the track here, I've been hearing after about 15, 20 laps, it gets loose and it doesn't tighten up any. Are you feeling the same thing?
Yeah, I think it's very driving style dependent. So I think you're going to see some guys able to manage the condition a little bit better than others. And hopefully I'm able to keep the tires under it for a little bit longer and pull away as the runs go on. So, it's definitely it becomes a handful. And I think whatever handling condition you fight early, you're just going to fight it worse throughout the course of the run. So doing your best to try and not drive tight or loose into the car in the early part of the run is going to play dividends as you go.
Yeah, definitely. But all right, man, we'll let you get back to your team down there, bud. Congratulations on pole, and let's see what happens here tonight.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Yep. All right, we'll get him back down there to his team here this evening. See if we can go back a little bit further. About 14th with the 65 of Nicholas Halda here. Halda, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, bud. It looks like you're going to be starting 14th here tonight. Quite a few trucks out there as well. But, man, we had an amazing race last night here in the ARCA cars. How do you feel about the trucks here?
It'll be interesting to see if we can get as many as 4 wide in the trucks that did in ARCA last night. I got caught in the pits of that caution and couldn't get my lap back, but it was fun all around there, I'll tell you what.
Well, we had a lot of 3 wide, and we had those couple of 4 wides. If you're in a 4 wide at Iowa, it's not fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's not fun.
No, fortunately, I was 2 car lengths back, so I got to watch some of it. But it was a lot of fun getting around. A lot of guys giving room. If we can get that here tonight, I think we'll have a really good race. The truck's driving a lot like the car did last night, so I think guys should be pretty familiar with it. We should hopefully put on a good show.
Well, what do you think is going to be key other than tires? We could go all night on tires. What do you think is going to be the other issue people are going to have?
Keeping pace with the top 4 guys. That's where I think a lot of guys are saving tires. I noticed last night, I'd say probably 14th through 22nd were kind of keeping one pace, and everybody up ahead of them was able to keep a higher pace the first 10 or 12 laps. So being able to keep that fast pace the first 10 or so laps would still save the tires.
All right, bud. Well, man, I'm looking forward to tonight's race after last night. I want to see what tonight holds. This is going to be a very, very interesting race.
I agree. Hopefully we'll put on the same type of show we did last night.
All righty, bud. Good luck out there, man.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Nicholas Holda here. We're going to go back here and see if we can find another driver. How about we go with Rob Griffin in the 36. I'm going to see where he qualified at. Not seeing him in the top 20. So we'll see exactly where he qualified here as soon as I find him. Hey, Rob, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bud. Well, I don't know exactly where you qualified at here tonight because I don't see you in the top 20. So where you starting at?
Way down the bottom.
Way down at the bottom.
23rd, something like that, 24th.
Okay, so did you qualify?
Yeah.
Oh, you qualified?
Not well, but yeah.
Not well, but yeah, you did. All right, bud. Well, how you feeling out there? How comfortable are you feeling?
Not very good. Things are starting out real loose, so we're gonna have to be real careful.
Real careful. Well, you got your fan out there, Uncle Bob. He's out there.
Well, hopefully that's it. Cheers on, Uncle Bob.
Well, what do you think you're going to have to do, man? Tires, we know, is going to be a big key. Passing, of course, can be treacherous at times. What do you think is going to be yours and other drivers' biggest issue?
Well, for me, it's probably just going to be trying to stay out of everybody's way. That I think is going to be the thing. I think tire management is probably going to be a good deal, depending on how long we can run and how many cautions come out. So 'cause a lot of these guys, I mean, I know they're going to be super fast.
Oh, yeah, and you never know, man. You could be right behind the leaders at some point, coming down to the wire, and they wreck, and you come across victory lane. You never know.
Oh, hey, I would absolutely love that, and that's probably the only way that's going to happen.
Hey, I don't know. Give them a little bump and run, maybe. Don't wreck them, just a little bump and run.
That's right. Let them know I'm there.
Exactly. Anything can happen. All right, Rob. Well, good luck out there, bud. I know you're going to be starting in the back or toward the back. But, hey, like I said, anything can happen here, not only for the truck series, but here at Iowa, bud. Good luck.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it.
Yep. All right. So, Rob's going to be starting more in the back of the pack here. Let's see here. We got about 5 minutes. Let's get somebody else, shall we? Oh, how about we go? Who is the 28? That would be Wallace Boyce. I believe I was just down there in that team. Yes, I was. Wallace Boyce, got a copy.
I'm here.
All right, well, it looks like you're going to be starting in 20th here tonight. So, a couple of spots ahead of your teammate, Rob. But, you're going to be kind of mid-pack as well. So, how do you feel?
I'm going to have to be careful. I mean, because beginning of the race is probably going to be loose. So, I'm going to have to be smart about it. Don't do what I did last week and broke loose on the first lap.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, I don't either.
We don't want that. Well, we know tires are going to be the big thing. What, other than, kind of keep it straight, do you think that's really going to be your only issue?
Well, if there's any cautions, try to stay out of harm's way. Try to avoid them if they do happen. And just try to be smart about it.
All righty, buddy. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you get back to it, bud. I know you were in mid-conversation there, so we're going to let you talk about it down there with Rob, figure out what you guys need to do, this, that, and the other, and good luck out there tonight, bud.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right, well, that's the team of B&G Motorsports. Well, how about we do this? We don't normally do this, but since we've got time, let's do it anyway. Let's go ahead and bring up Ed Morris himself. Ed, got a copy? Ed Morris. Got a copy, bud. Does not look like Ed Morris has got a copy. All right, we'll go ahead and pull him back down. Let's see here if we can go with maybe a teammate of his. Eric Driggins? Eric would be in the 21. I have a 21. Head pulling. There's Ted. Let's get Ted up here. All right, Ted, make it quick, bud. But glad to have you up here in the booth if you're there. Man, how do you feel about it here tonight?
Not too bad, man. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, you know, tires, track position, passing, all that good stuff. You got your teammate up there, Ed Morris, is going to be starting in 7th. How do you manage to get up there with him? It looks like you're going to be starting not too far back from him.
Be patient. It's hopefully going to be a long run here. Got a long way to go for fuel, so just be patient. It's a long race, so just keep all the panels on it.
Patience is key, right?
Oh yeah.
Patience is key. All right, Ted. Good luck out there tonight, bud.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. All right, let's get him back down there to prime time. All right, well, that's going to do it here for the interviews. We'll try to get to hear from some Dark Horse Racing here, depending on what happens here tonight, but coming less than 2 minutes to go here. Of course, if you got picks, throw them in chat. Looks like we're still hanging on there to William Hartman up in that top spot at 44%. Not too far back, though, is Ruben Phelps. It's going to be interesting to see how that poll goes. We've got all the way up to lap 86 here. So, get some friends out here watching, have them vote. We'll see kind of what transpires out here on the racetrack. But William Hartman is going to be our pole sitter here tonight. So I'm very, very excited to see how this gets all started. Got about 5 likes. We got 14 watching. Oh, you're welcome, Uncle Bob. If I got time, I'll get to who I can. But I can't do that every week. Now I try to get as many different people up here as I possibly can. When we're green flag racing, folks, if we're green throughout the whole race, I'm a little disappointed because I love interviewing drivers. I love it. But I also like green flag racing. So, it's kind of one of those win-lose situations, I guess, as a broadcaster, you would say. All right, coming down to the final 25 seconds. We'll go ahead and get that driver bar off there. We'll get that qual times off there. Ten seconds to go before we grid them up here tonight. 7 likes, 15 watching. All right. All right, here we go. Final countdown. We'll get them on the grid. All right, this is your MaxspeedTV starting grid. Row 1, William Hartman on pole. 23,563. Ed Morris on the outside of him in 2nd. Michael Larch 3rd. Calnap Sr. 4th. Jeremy Clifton in 5th. Douglas Newbigging in that 6th spot. Ted Pullen in 7th. Alan Hilton in 8th. James Holzer 9th. Curtis Vollmer in 10th. Mike Richter 11th. Chris Seidenfaden in 12th. Jeremy Rigney 13th. Nicholas Halda 14th. Cody McFadden in 15th. Dean Gagliano 16th. Ryan Swan in 17th. Tom Massey in 18th. Bobby Tinch 19th. And Wallace Boyce in 20th. Ruben Phelps 21st. Russell LePage 22nd. Rob Griffin 23rd. Lane Doyle, of those that are not qualifying, he looks like he's a standby here tonight, so he can't qualify. He's going to start 24th. Dennis Weeks, also a standby, looks like 25th. Justin Lemke, 26th. Kevin Franks, 27th. Looks like Eric Driggins is a standby in 28th. And Nolan Neiman will round it out here tonight in 29th. And alrighty, folks. Well, gonna have to reset ATVO here. I don't know what's going on. Of course, they are pacing. They do get 2 pace laps here. And we are back. All right. Second pace lap here this evening. The Northern Capital Truck Series, round 9. For Extreme Motorsports and 99.com here at Iowa. King Ride Dog out there. Good luck to all drivers tonight. Whoop! That's what he said. Whoop, there it is. Down into turn number 3. Pull those belts tight. One more time. Pace car. Dive off to the safety of pit road. There it goes. It's in Williams' hands. He's on the loud pedal. And the green is out. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We're racing tonight. Again at Iowa. All right, let's just get through turn 2 here. And it looks like we're already going to see some 3-wide action here. Lap 1, we got 3-wide already. The 854 and 48. James Holzer, Ted Poulin, and Curtis Vollmer, they didn't wait a lap. They decided to go ahead and enough's enough and 3-wide early on here this evening. Already still got those, you still got the side-by-side going on. You got to get heat built up in these tires. I wouldn't put it past James Holzer to do that again. Go back here to Dean Gagliano in the 34 to the inside of the 05 of Tom Massey. You got a stack back here as well. Rob Griffin leading a couple of drivers. We got Dennis Weeks, Russell LePage, the 103 of Lane Doyle. Now it looks like a lot of single file. I expect them to go single file for a while. 171 laps. Back here to Rob Griffin in the 36. He got ate up there by Lane Doyle. Russell LePage. Uh-oh, we got a wreck already. Oh, Tom Massey, first caution. Oh, it looks like some other drivers were involved in this as well. What happened to Tom? First caution of the evening here tonight. Self-spin maybe? Or did he get tagged? Looks like coming out of turn 2, he's okay. Onto the back stretch here, down into 3. Oh, and it just snappy loosey-goosey on him. Tries to save it and goes sideways in the 36. Dodges it, but gets tagged by the 121, and the 121 goes up into the wall. 36 down low, and the 05 of Tom Massey. I cannot confirm that, but I do believe it's going to be on Tom for a self-spin. Waiting on David Elliott and Ed Moore Sr. Well, first caution of the evening, not what you want to see early on before lap 10. 7 laps in the books here. Still waiting on the official confirmation. And it looks like lap number 6 at fault will be the 05 EOL self-spin coming out of the corner. Or going into the corner. Snappy loosey-goosey on him. A driver I think I would be watching, though, setting back in about, let's see, 18th in the points, is that man right there, Douglas Newbigging. He has got to do something tonight, and not next week, because we'll be off, but the week after, he's got to do something. Try to figure out a way to get himself into the top 12. Setting back outside of the top 12, 244, 207. About 37 points. Like already some drivers came down pit road to maybe top off on fuel. Russell LePage, Justin Lemke, Nolan Neiman, Kevin Franks. And who is that? That is Cody McFadden. I don't get why some of these names don't show up in the driver bar. All right, back to double file. Come to lap number 10. William looks like has chosen the outside line coming to this restart. That's going to put Ed on the inside of him. All right, waiting on the pace car to dive off. And there it goes. William in control. He's going to go on the loud pedal. Good jump by the outside. And a great restart by the drivers on the inside as well. Oh. Let's get on Alan Hilton here. Cockpit early on. Let's watch the action right up ahead of him. Side by side, door to door. Oh, look at Alan wheeling and dealing on that steering wheel. Find every bit to hang on to it. And of turn 2. All right. Rode a lap there with Allen. He's got the 51 of Jeremy Clifton behind him. A lot of side-by-side still behind them. Ryan Swan, the 81, the 54. And behind them as well, it looks like Ruben and the 66 of Bobby Tench went at it there for a moment. Bobby going to fall back behind Ruben. Dean Gagliano in the 34 getting passed up by the 103 of Lane Doyle. Lane winning it last night in the ARCA series, and we got a driver off track here. That's the 197 of Dennis Weeks. Good save by Weeks. Like some more action up here with James Holzer. That's Douglas Newbigging. Curtis Vollmer right up ahead of them. All right, go back. Let's go back here. Nicholas Halda, Lane Doyle, Bobby, and Ruben. Bobby Tench, Ruben Phelps. Now the 81 of Jeremy Rigney in the mix here. Roll, Ruben! Oh! Ruben and Bobby, or Ruben and Lane. '65 of Hulda to the inside of the 34 of Gagliano. We've got Cody McFadden, and I believe that is Rob Griffin. Yeah, Rob going to fall back from Cody. Cody going to go into 23rd. Jeremy Clifton trying to make a move here on the 5 of Chris Seidenfaden. Eric Driggins trying to make some moves of his own. Nolan Neiman going to get around him. That is going to be, oh, drivers into the wall. Driggins and Massey. Both of them clipping the wall. Now we're starting to see some single file, really some big single file going on. Mike Richter right behind Jeremy Clifton in the 51. He was peeking there to the 5 of Chris Seidenfaden. Now that they got some heat built up here. Get back here to Russell LePage in the 22. He's making a move on the 34 of Dean Gagliano. That is going to be for 18th. He is going to complete that pass. Starting to get a little bit stacked up again. Nicholas Holda, we got Dennis Weeks in the 197. He is coming up on Wallace Boyce, the 28. That would be for the top 20 position. Rob under fire. Nolan Neiman back here in 25th. Like everybody else, though, pretty much got a handle on a few things. Got Chris Seidenfaden going to the inside of Allen. Got Douglas Newbigging. Kyle Knapp Sr. To the inside of the 29. Got Curtis Vollmer and James Holzer. James gonna complete the pass. However, here comes the 48 of Vollmer back to the inside. Curtis Vollmer lost that position. Now he's got Michael Larch coming upon him. Oh, there's James. Made the pass over Kyle Knapp Sr. for 4th. 23 laps. A little bit of a gap here between our leader, William Hartman, and Ed Morse at about 7/10 of a second. And all the way back 2.2 seconds back is Douglas Newbigging, who's leading a bunch of trucks. Ed pulling. And we got some more battling going on. Ruben Phelps, Jeremy Rigney. That is going to be for 14th. And Ruben gonna make that pass. 25 laps down here tonight. That poll still showing William Hartman at about 46%. Get the votes in there, folks. Vote it up. 25 watching, 9 likes here tonight. We hit 15 likes. What we're going to be shooting for. Ruben Phelps is gunning for the 9 of Orion Swan. That's his teammate for Jacob Bell Racing. And it looks like Ryan not gonna fight him. He's just gonna let that 06 go around. That is gonna put Jeremy Rigney there in 15th. And boy, we're gonna have 3 wide here. Boy, Jeremy sticking that nose in there really close to the 9. 103 of Lane Doyle back in the mix here. The 66 of Bobby Tench. Here comes the 197 of Dennis Weeks, starting to heat up again. Douglas Newbigging falling back now to James Holzer. James trying to complete it. Back up here for 3rd. You still got the action right here with Vollmer. Oh! Vollmer, Seidenfaden, teammates. Alan Hilton, Mike Richter started 11th. Jeremy Clifton, Ted Poulin. Now Ruben kind of driving away a little bit from that other pack. Lane Doyle now up to 14th. Here comes Ron Swan. He's going to be trying to look there to the 81 of Jeremy Rigney. We'll see if Ryan get his nose in there. Doesn't look like it. To the battle, Bobby Tench in the 66 and the 22 of Russell LePage. Right behind 197 of Dennis Weeks. This is back here for that 18th spot. Ooh, Ryan really close to that wall. Let's ride along. All right, let's ride along. Another cockpit here. Let's get on to Russell LePage. Is right behind Bobby Tench. All right, you see the action going on up ahead of him, though. That is around Curtis Vollmer, Alan Hilton, Mike Richter, Jeremy Clifton, and Ted Poulin. Bobby Tench still battling the 22 of LePage. We're 17th. A good little battle here between them two. And Russell is going to finally complete that pass. Bobby, I don't know if he backed out of it or let him have it or just maybe went a little bit too wide. However, he's going to fall back to 18th now. Now, got another little battle going on back here between the 34 of Dean Gagliano and the 65 of Nicholas Halda. It looks like Nicholas going to pop it back behind him. Lane Doyle in a little bit of traffic of his own with the 197 and the 81. 197 of Dennis Weeks, 81 of Jeremy Rigney. Could potentially see maybe a 3 wide with these 3. Got Curtis Vollmer. Boy, Curtis is getting 8 up right now. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the 48. 51 of Jeremy Clifton behind him. The inside is going to be Mike Richter. Hero 5-1 machine. There goes the 51 to the inside. And I thought for a second, boy, Jeremy was going to take that 3 wide. Already seen one here tonight. Now the 48 with Curtis Vollmer. The inside of the 51 of Jeremy Clifton for the top 10, 10th. That's bringing the 06 of Ruben Phelps up to looks like a little bit of draft here. Oh, Ruben! Boy, he had to back off of that. Oh, here we go, folks. Oh, boy, that was close. I thought the 06 was going to go into the inside of the 48. The 54 of Ted Pullen was going to go out to the inside of him. Well, that would have been 3 wide. But looks like both of them backed off of it. Get up here. Count that senior. To the inside of the 29 of Douglas Newbigging. That's going to be for 4th. Good little battle here between them two. William Hartman, not really worried about him. He's kind of drove away with it. 3.4 seconds ahead of Ed Morris. Wow. So throw in your vote in the poll and chat. Not too late. Douglas Newbigging, Kyle Knapp Sr. They're going at it. Ed Morris, James Holzer. James Holzer is going to complete it up to 2nd. Going to put Ed back to 3rd. Tom Amassey hanging on back here. 28th. Not having the night he wanted after starting 18th. One driver a lap down, Kevin Franks in the 98. Oh, Cody, little loose. Good save by Cody. 22 of LePage right there. Looks like another battle up here. Al Knapp Sr., Douglas Newbigging. Boy, Douglas, man, he just gets so close to that wall. Oh, Russell LePage, the 22, did get around Cody McFadden on the outside. So Russell up to 17th from 22nd. Ryan Swan back to 23rd after starting 17th. Just got passed up by Dean Gagliano. Now we're seeing a lot more separation between the drivers. We're going to be coming up on pit stops here, though. Well, fuel, somewhere between, I would say, 70 and 80 laps, roughly. Everybody just tuning in, there is the pre-race analytics. Now the 67 of William Hartman trying to get around Tom Amassey. That is going to put Tom Amassey a lap down here tonight. Now let's get that pre-race off of there. Get back out here and take a look around. Like Michael Larch. Oh, the 5 of Seidenfaden, a little squirrely. Michael Larch and Douglas Newbigging going at it here. Or they have been going at it. Dennis Weeks trying to get around the 81. Has not cleared him yet. And he did clear him just then. Dennis Weeks up to 14th. 103 of Lane Doyle. Right there with the 22. Russell LePage. Lane back in, got a little loose. Managed to save it. Now we're starting to see a lot more separation. Douglas getting passed up by the 3 of Larch for 5th. Good racing going on. Starting to get a lot spread out here now. Russell LePage and Lane Doyle going to do a battle back here. That's going to be for 16th. Going to be bringing up Cody McFadden right along to the 103. I think right now they're probably screaming for tires. I think tires is going to be your biggest issue. Not a whole lot up front going on. Got Ed and Kyle Knapp Sr. 3rd and 4th. Like Kyle might be going to the inside of that 7-7. All the way up against the wall, and Ed Morris. Kyle Knapp Sr. to the inside. Down into 1. Between 1 and 2. Out of the turn, down into 3 already. Alan Hilton. Now we got a little bit of action going on here between Alan, Chris, Douglas, like Mike Richter, and wouldn't count him out yet, Jeremy Clifton. A little bit of a 5-car pack right here. Well, 24 watching, 9 likes, shooting for 15 likes here. We're going to be coming up on that halfway mark here, roughly in about the 85.5, so 21, 22 laps, roughly 20 laps. Right now it about looks like about 27 laps. Think my math's off. Oh, yeah, about 26 laps now. Get back here to Curtis and Russell LePage. Russell up to 14th from 22nd. And as the action has been going on here in the back, got some more going on back here. It looks like Lemke. Oh, we got Seidenfaden coming down pit road. Now I do want to make note, Lemke right now is the last driver on the lead lap. Back here in 20th, William Hartman is right there in the 67. He is looking to put him a lap down. And it looks like both Chris Seidenfaden and Lemke went a lap down together. Lemke, first driver a lap down. 18 drivers on the lead lap. And this is before pit stops. Nicholas Holda, 18th. Lap down, looks like Bobby Tinch, Eric DeRiggins down. Got Ruben Phelps down pit road here. We do have some pit stops taking place. This is where I would be nervous as a driver. When a caution usually happens, it usually happens either right at or while or right after pit stops. This is where I would be nervous. Jeremy Rigney down pit road. Like we've got another driver down. That is going to be, well, William Hartman, the leader. He's coming down. Here comes Mike Richter. Like we got a bunch more down as well. Wallace Boyce, Rob Griffin, Nolan Neiman. Like, if I can find a Mike Roth, there it is. There is the caution. What did I say? Now, let me see if I can find where that happened at. Just need to keep my mouth shut, I guess. All right, let me see if I can find that. Not sure where it happened. I would see, of course, Nolan Neiman and company coming down. And here comes Cody McFadden. He's down pit road, so he's okay, it looks like. There's Lane. Get back out onto the track if we can. Dean. Like Dean. Was it Dean Gagliano? No, it was not. Oh, the 5 of Seidenfaden? Really? Check it out. Like the 103. Now there goes the 103. There's the 5 of Seidenfaden. And oh, he just looped it. Oh, yep, just looped it right out of 4 coming through the tri-oval. That's where it's at. Chris Seidenfaden. All right, well, like I said, it usually happens at or around pit stops. All right, James Holzer looks like is our leader here. Well, how about we see if we can go ahead and get Dark Horse Racing guys up here, shall we? Jeremy Rigney, maybe. Justin Linkey. There's Jeremy Rigney. Let's go ahead and have a chit-chat with Jeremy Rigney in the 81, shall we? Rigney, got a copy, buddy.
I'm here, buddy.
Well, you're back here running in 19th, started 13th. We still got a ways to go, bud. So it ain't over by any means. But hey, that was a solid, good green flag run there, and it seems like the cautions always come out at or around green flag pit stops. And yeah, well, no change here tonight, bud. How you feeling?
Oh, I don't know. So far, so good, you know. Usually, I got an accident or two or something's getting in front of me right now. It's pretty clean. Turned my steering ratio down, and for listeners out there, that usually smooths out your lap times a little bit, and that seems to be helping me so far.
Well, how's the braking points out there here? Because I know everybody has different braking points and, of course, different lines, but when you're running the same line as somebody else and, you know, their braking point is different, how do you adjust to that?
Honestly, we do some practice this week. I found actually that when I kind of just super light into the corners and, you know, just kind of let it roll through and then power out, I'm doing okay. But, you know, my team always will go back and forth between our right fronts, and we kind of compare temps, and, you know, stuff like that helps when you have a team to help you.
Well, there was somebody out there that wanted to hear from a driver from Dark Horse Racing, and I really didn't pay much attention to who it was, but it was actually Lee Rigney.
Of course, yeah, that's my dad. Of course, I guess my little homie there.
Yep. So
hi, Dad.
So he is out there in chat. So man, good luck. It looks like you guys are going to get double file here, ready to go back green. We're not going to keep you. Good luck, bud.
Thanks, man.
Yep. All right. Well, Lee, hey, there you go, bud. I interviewed Jeremy. All right. Let's get up front. James Holzer, Kyle Knapp Sr. 1 and 2. Michael Arch 3, Ed Morris 4, and Alan Hilton going to round out the top 5. We're going to be coming to lap 70 here this time by. I do have a crank it up here for for Iowa. We'll give it a few laps here, though, before we get into that. But we are going to be coming out of turn number 4 here. And it is going to be in James Holzer's hands. And it looks like he is going to go on green here pretty much. Green flag back out. We're backing away here tonight for the Northern Capital Truck Series here at Iowa. What a jump James got. Boy, Kyle Knapp Sr. not wasting any time trying to get that second. Wants the lead. Here comes Ed Morris also back to the back bumper of that 12. Side by side behind him. Michael Larch, the 20. Oh, we got a quick caution. Oh, Eric Driggins. And this is why I wait. Because you just don't know what's going to happen on newer tires. You always want to wait at least 2 to 3 laps before crank it up happens. All right, so we're going to be on Eric Driggins here. Got Nolan Neiman right up there with him. And oh, it just snapped loose. Man, we're seeing a lot of that here tonight. Out of turn 2, just snapped loose on him. Good job keeping it off the wall. But a very, very quick caution here. And, of course, that is going to be on the 121. And it looks like Mr. Jeremy Knapp has joined the admin tower here tonight. A big shout out to Mr. Knapp out there, Mr. Jeremy. Well, there's actually 3 of them now up there in the admin tower. Edmore Sr., Jeremy Knapp, David Elliott. All right, well, let's see. Maybe we can get an interview in here, shall we? How about, see if I can find him. If I can find him before we go back green. Must be blind. I'm not seeing him. Where's he at? I don't see him in TeamSpeak. James Holzer is who I was going to try to interview here, but I do not see him. You're welcome, Lee. You're welcome, man. You know, it's all about, to me, it's all about keeping the fans happy. You know, if I can keep the fans happy, keep them coming back, then I know I'm doing something right. You know, I know some drivers have family out here. I respect that. I understand that. But if I can keep my fans happy, and I can keep the drivers happy, and of course the admins and the owner, if I can keep everybody happy, then I think I'm doing okay. Well, since we can't find James Holzer, then we'll go ahead and get him up here. He started on the outside here tonight. Ed Morris, got a copy real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you started on the outside here. I was going to try to interview you there during the drivers meeting, but I guess you stepped away. But you're right here third, kind of hanging out still where you started. You know, back a spot. Well, we've still got a ways to go here, bud. How you feeling out there? It looks like there's some draft out there here tonight too.
I ain't no draft.
Ain't no draft?
Ain't really doing nothing here at this track. Yeah, it's all about momentum and, you know, hitting a good line. But I don't know. I feel fast, but compared to some of these guys out here, I guess I ain't fast enough. So we got some stuff to figure out.
Oh, I gotta have to do some configuration.
Yeah, we didn't. We were real quick off the beginning and toward the middle of the run, but we really started to fall off there toward the end. So we'll have to figure out, see if we could kind of run a different line a little bit differently. See if we can kind of save that right front a little bit better.
All right,
Keep
Ed.
the
Well,
pace
you
up.
guys are getting double foul. I don't want to keep you. So good luck down there. We'll see what happens, man.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. All right, Ed Morris. All right, well, let's get back up here to James Holzer here. And let's get the top custom back up there. James back on the outside. Cal Knapp Sr. on the inside. On the outside in the 29. Douglas New Bigging on the inside. Ed Morris, Alan Hilton going to be on the outside in 5th. Here we go. 75 of a 171. And James is going to go. Here we go. Good jump start by James. Now, you cannot change lanes before the start-finish line. But 3 wide. You can go 3 wide if you want to after the start-finish line. So I hope we're not selling another caution. Curtis Vollmer, and it looks like, oh, Tom Massey involved in this. Well, we hate seeing cautions, bringing out cautions, but let's check it out, see what happened. So you got the 48 on the outside, you got the 05 right there on the inside. Well, let's kind of see what happened. Oh, it looks like the 9 either missed a gear or something. Oh! Right there, looks like is where it started. A 103? I believe that was Lane Doyle. What happened to, okay, the 10, okay, so that, I guess, didn't bring out the caution. So let's see here what happened to Curtis Vollmer. Oh, Curtis is looping it. Oh, and he just lost it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, we see Curtis on the track when he looped it. Did Tom Massey come back out onto the track sideways or something? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you would play this. I'm not the admin. Boy, this is going to be a tough call here, I believe, for David Elliott, Jeremy Knapp, and Ed Morris. Now, we do see the 05 hits the inside wall, and what a lick it was. But he's off the racing surface. However, he's at a low speed, and then about that time is when Curtis Vollmer went around. Well, that's going to be a tough call. I believe, though, it's going to be on that 48 of Curtis Vollmer. And no, I'm not picking on Curtis. It's just the way it happened. Oh, we'll get the official word here from the admins for sure, and they are going to call that on the 48, it looks like. So it is going to be on the 48 of Curtis Vollmer here. Okay, then. All right, where's he at? There he is. Let's go ahead and get him up here. He's in second. Got some work to do in the point standings. Douglas, got a copy?
Yo, I gotcha.
Bud, you got some work to do in the point standings, man, here, coming down to, of course, tonight and, one more week of racing for round 10 here, and, after the break. But you're looking pretty strong right now. You got to make up some points. So what do you got to do to get, maybe a win? A top 3 here even tonight.
I feel pretty confident right now with where we are. I'm definitely expecting probably top 5 at night. Feel like it's coming. And I just have to work. I'm going to save my tires a little bit more because what happened last run. Las Vegas, I'm going to be mad at myself if I don't get a top 3 because that is one of my favorite tracks on the schedule. So.
Oh, so you're a big fan of Vegas then?
Yippers.
Yeah, that is going to be a very interesting track, and especially, having the week off. for the 4th, you know, everybody going to try to get some practice in. I'm sure there's going to be some practices thrown up. So, you know, should be a lot of practice before we get to round 10. And, you know, not trying to put no pressure on you, but you're already under enough as it is. But, you know, we still got a ways here. We're going to be coming up on the halfway mark here in about 6 laps. So, I guess you just got to hang in there. Y'all cannot make it to the end, right?
No, we cannot make it. I believe lap 110-ish around there's the line for when we could make it all the way on gas. So
the tires, though.
Makes it interesting.
Oh yeah, it sure does. Douglas, good luck out there, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Yep. All right, well, let's get him back down there to his team. They're all lined up here, side by side. I'm trying to get a crank it up here in, but I don't know if it's going to work out too well. All right, pace car dives off. Here we go. James back to the inside. Gonna be on the loud pedal. We're back green here tonight, the Northern Capital Truck Series. Now he's gonna change lanes after the start-finish line. That is legal. Oh, that's what he did. He stayed low, after the start-finish line, and then went up high. Oh, watch Alan Hilton here. He's trying to make some moves here. Still want to give it a few laps before we decide to crank it up here. Yeah, and we're potentially going to see maybe a 3 wide here. Ooh. Like Mike Richter having some blinking issues here. And these guys are stacked up neck and neck here coming out of 2. Alrighty, folks. Well, that is the 2nd lap you're going to see here, with Cody McFadden, Ryan Swan, Nicholas Holda, Jeremy Rigney, Dean Gagliano, Ted Poulin. Pretty much all right here together. Got some action still going up here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Alnap Sr. holding on to 2nd. Douglas Newbigging trying to hold on to 3rd. But a really fast Ed Morris out there in that 7. He's going to try to do it on the outside here, 3 laps into this run. Alrighty, folks, it's time here. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and crank it up here tonight on Max Speed TV. And I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, man. Well, it looks like Dean Gagliano involved in this. Let's get back here to Dean Gagliano in the 34. Sometimes I think they do that on purpose. They know I'm cranking it up, so they're going to throw out water bottles. All right, well, Dean Gagliano, he's got the 65 to his inside here. What happened? Oh, right there it was. Looks like 34 front end. Oh, back end might have came out from him, but the 65 was also coming up the track. We're gonna get a chase view on this. We're gonna really watch this closely. Back it up a little bit. Now, of course, we're gonna watch them as they come out of the corner here. Oh, it looks like Dean lost it right there, and the 65 was also coming up, and smack daggly glue here. The 34 goes into the outside wall. The 5 takes a hard lick to the inside wall. Ouch. All right, well, let's see here what the admins call that one. And that is going to be on the 34 of Dean Gagliano. Spun and got into the 65. of a Nicholas Halda. Right. Like a lot of self spins here tonight is what we're seeing. And you know, that's not, I mean, that's a good thing in a sense. Not a whole lot of drivers are involved, but still, nevertheless, you know, there's no weight in the back of the trucks. You know, I think they should put like bricks back there and allow them to get that back end down. That's just me, though. All right, well, let's see here. Who we can pick on? Oh, if I can find him, Mike Richter. Oh, there he is, right there. Hey, Mike, got a copy? Mike Richter, Joshua the Booth, but
yes,
got a copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, there he is with a 051. Started 11th. Hey, running at 14th right now. Looks like you got some damage out there on that machine, but man, you're still running pretty good, man. Talk about it, man. What's it gonna take?
Oh, I got it at 65 a little bit. It looked like a little bit of net code. I went into the pits and guys didn't do any fixing or put any tape on it, so it should be still running good. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, you've still got plenty of laps left to go, so you know, nothing that, you know, I guess, you know, you guys can't make it, so you're gonna have to figure something out. Now, if these cautions keep happening, you're definitely gonna be able to make it.
Definitely. I think that was I went in with Hartman to see if we can make it on fuel, and that was a risk we're gonna take too.
All righty, Mike, we'll let you get back to it, but good luck down there, and then we'll see what happens here tonight. And I'm used to triple numbers being a standby. Are you standby?
Nope, I'm regular.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not used to triple numbers being standbys or being, you know, in the league. I'm used to them being a standby, so still getting used to it.
All righty.
All right, bud. Good luck.
Well, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. All right, that is Mike Richter in the 051, an actual racer running a triple number, 051. So, all right, we'll go with that. All right, well, we ended the poll here tonight. Looks like 56% for William Hartman, 25% for Ruben Phelps, 18% for Wallace Boyce, and no love for Curtis Vollmer. I'll give him a percent. I'll vote for Curtis, even though I technically can't vote. I'll throw my vote out there for Curtis Vollmer here tonight. I'll give him some love. All right, Cal Knapp Sr., James Holzer. James on the outside. He is going to get us going. We are back underway here tonight. Green flag. We're going to give it a few laps again before we try to crank it up again here tonight. So, all right. Still got some side-by-side going on. A little bit of a barking action behind me. Ooh, boy. Justin Lemke. Let's get on here to Justin real quick. He's got a lot of action around him. William Hartman, got Jeremy Rigney, Ruben Phelps, kind of into the mix here. Back behind them, of course, is Mike Richter. And the 103 of Lane Doyle. Alrighty, folks. Well, let's try it again here tonight. Let's go ahead. Crank it up again here tonight on MaxspeedTV. there's another caution, and I seen Lemke there involved in this, as well as Bobby Tinch. Let's go ahead and instant replay this, but let me find the 35 of Lemke. That is who I seen smack that outside wall. Looks like several drivers involved in this one. This might have been the Iowa big one. And I think Lemke ate the corn here tonight. Oh, right there it was. The 81 right to the inside. Oh, 35 got loose right down into the 81, and net code there between him and the 9. However, that 9 is going to get a piece of it, as well as, I believe that is Ed. That ain't Ed Morse, is it? No, that is, see if I can find out who that is. Get a chase view here. That is Richter involved in this. And of course, you see the 9 there too. And that is where Bobby Tinch got into it. And the 66 just nowhere to go. Right in T-bones the 9. Oh, well, I'd say a little bit of a big one here at Iowa. Now they're going to come down pit road here. Well, they have been out here, about 30 laps or so. The top 7. I don't know if you really want to come in right now. Oh, we go ahead and take a look at the caution count since that caution just happened. 6 cautions for 28 laps, 75 laps to go. And, well, we've just had 1 lead change here tonight. That is all we've had. We've had several different leaders. I believe. Get that caution off of there. Driver bar up here. James Holzer. William Hartman, 62 laps under his belt. James Holzer, 34. No, that's about right. Yeah, that's it. Just 2 leaders. That's it. William Hartman and James Holzer. Well, let's see here. Now, who do we talk to? We go with Dennis Weeks. Well, if I can find him. Where's he at? There he is. Dennis, got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
Hey, man, started 25th. Couldn't qualify, it looks like. Standby?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to qualify. I was a standby.
Yeah, standby driver. All right, well, 197, bud, man, started 25th up to 6th, but like some cautions kind of coming down here, man, and we hate that. What's going on down there?
Dude, I'm having a blast, man. I just I want to go green though. I'm getting kind of bored sitting here and under caution every 2 minutes. But yeah, I want to go green and have fun, man.
Yeah, well, you're running good. Do you think you have what it takes? Maybe top 3, top 5 here?
Yeah, we'll see, man. A lot of teammates up here, so like I said, I'm just learning and having a blast.
You got GT Hawkins down there though, so you know.
Yeah, the master.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. All right, bud. Good luck.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. All right, keep it short, sweet, and basically to the point. Well, into 3, middle of 3 and 4. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. James Holzer is back in control. Kyle Knapp Sr. to his inside. Good jump by James. Good jump by Kyle. Good jump by Allen. Top three got a pretty good jump there. 29 of Douglas New Bigging. And look at the 197 of Dennis Weeks. Boy, he is screaming on the outside here. Up to second place. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to see a standby pull it off here? That would be good. Dennis going to the inside of James Holzer for the lead. And here comes a William Hartman, his teammate. Looks like the 197 going to pull it up high. William going to go to the inside. William fighting a teammate there for second. He's going to take it. 197 back to third. Here comes Alan Hilton. Alan trying to get up there. He wants a piece of the action. Douglas New Bigging, Jeremy Clifton, they want a piece of it. Ruben, our favorite New Zealander, hey, he wants a piece of this track. He wants a piece of the drivers up ahead of him. Not like a wreck piece, but a piece. Oh, Ruben got to talking about him and he got loose. All right, I'll shut up. All right, let's get back up front here because we had a battle here for the lead. James Holzer, we had William Hartman looking to the inside of James Holzer here. And, oh, we got a car going sideways. That is going to be, I believe, Cody McFadden. Yes, it was. Good save by Cody. No caution. Yeah, I know, GT. I know. I seen it. I know. Here we go. Battle for the lead again. William Hartman back to the inside. Here we go again. Oh, William, it looks like he is going to overtake that spot. But, boy, if I was James, boy, I wouldn't be holding it back. Boy, I'd be all over the back bumper of that 67 machine. And it looks like William is going to take back the lead. This will be 63 laps under his belt. James has got 41. Lap of 105 here tonight. Oh, we got some great racing out here. I know we've had some cautions, but still some great racing. Still got several drivers sitting on pit road, though. Mike Richter, Ryan Swan, Justin Lemke, Wallace Boyce, Dean Gagliano. They're all on pit road. Tom Massey is out there 16 laps down, but hey, in about 2 laps or so, maybe he's going to pass up Dean Gagliano. Dean coming back out onto the track, as well as Justin Lemke. We got a couple of drivers coming back out. Nice to see William Hartman all the way down to 117 miles an hour. James Holzer. So now we're going to start seeing a couple of these drivers up front, maybe some single file. Got Ed Morris coming up down now to the inside of the 06 of Ruben Phelps. Out to the inside of Michael Larch, or trying to anyway. All right, we're going to try it one more time here tonight. I know we got some battling, but we still got to get it in. Let's go ahead and try to crank it up again here tonight on Max Speed TV. Alrighty, folks, we finally got the Crank It Up done here tonight, but we've got the action, so let's go ahead and get back up here to the action. We're going to start here with Alan Hilton coming up now on Douglas New Bigging. We got Michael Larch in the mix, Ed Morris, Ruben Phelps. You got Ted Poulin, Jeremy Clifton. They're all right here together. This is where this battle is happening, and that's about really the only big battle. Oh, Rob Griffin having looks like a little bit of an issue, but he no caution. It looks okay. Back out onto the racetrack. Let's get up here with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Well, 7 trucks are here. This is where the high blood pressure is going to be at. And it looks like Ed's still fighting there with Allen. Allen fighting on the inside. Lap 115 of 171. And boy, out of turn 2, boy, at 29, I don't know. He's running his line. Are we going to see a 3 wide here out of 4? Oh, boy, that was close. Well, that could have been ugly, but everybody's A-okay. Oh, boy, real close between the 29 and the 7 of Ed Morris. Ed Morris and Douglas New Bigging here. Well, Allen, man, he is, I don't know what he's doing, but, boy, he wants up there. Now he's to the inside. Ed made the pass on the 29. Allen now to the inside of the 29. That's bringing Michael Larch, Ted Poulin up here. Where's my Poulin fans out there in chat tonight? I haven't seen Cookie or the other one out there. They may be out there just watching and not saying anything. But Ted started in 7. Now he's back a couple of spots in 9th, but he's doing okay. We got some 3 wide behind him with the 05 Tom Massey on the outside as the 51 of the 06 got around. It'll be Jeremy Clifton and Ruben Phelps trying to get around a lap car there. Late team drivers on the lead lap. Nicholas Holda, that last driver on the lead lap. First driver a lap down, Nolan Neiman. And the 15. I don't even see Mom Neiman out there either. Mom Neiman. Forgot her name. Sorry. Oh, GT Hawkins still out there in chat. Now, GT, get with me after the race here tonight, bud. If you can, we'll talk about the message you sent me here on Facebook earlier today. See, maybe we can come up with something. 34. Trying to, it looks like, stay out of the way. Dean Gagliano. 15 laps down. He's on the inside here. Boy, it is real close. Back around him. 354, 51, 06, 66. Bobby Tinch, 3 laps down. Now let's get up here. Dennis Weeks. Got some 3 wide potential going on. Nope, that's not going to happen. Dennis Weeks up to 4th. Cownap Sr. in 3rd. James Holzer in 2nd. Ed Morris in 5th. Well, we've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's in the top 5, 57 lap stint. We've got 6th and 7th and 8th as well. That's going to be 58 now as it updates. 10th place, Jeremy Clifton with a 58 stint. Like Jeremy Rigney with a 61 lap stint here. So it looks like he's been out here the longest from the stats that I am looking at. Now William 1.5 seconds ahead. I'm not really worried about William at the present time. Ed Morris, though, got around Dennis. Now he is trying to get around Kyle Knapp Sr. That would be for third. And he is going to complete it. Up to third. Ed Morris goes. Now, you know the song, How Low Can You Go? Well, this is How Far Can You Go in this case. And there's a caution. Well, this is going to set up probably final pit stops. Jeremy Rigney in the 81. Oh, and he is facing traffic here. Everybody got around him. Oh, no, Lee probably none too happy about that in chat here. And oh man, I wonder if he just lost it. Or did he get tagged? Oh, we're about to find out. Is that a Flying J pilot paint? I believe that is. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of 3 wide. Oh, right there it was. That is with the 103, I believe. Let's get a chase view on this because that was close. Yeah, that was the 103. Was that net code or was that contact? Looks like right there. Oh, wow. Now from this view, now this is just this view. That's the chase view. It looks like net coding between them two. And then I'm turning the camera and it looks like net coding there too. Of course, we'll let the admins look at that a little. Oh, and he gets hit again right here. That's what spun him around. We'll let the admins take a look at that, at a closer look and at different angles. And it looks like, yep, pit stops did happen here. We're going to take a look at that penalty chart here tonight. All right, we are still waiting for confirmation. And it looks like on way back on lap 76, there was a race violation penalty given to William Boyce. I believe that is Wallace Boyce. Yeah, I believe it is. Car number 28. Yes, it was. He received a black flag. He changed lanes before the start-finish line. Let's see here what they're going to call on that. Well, 126, there is going to be no penalty issued. That was netcode. They're going to rule that netcoding here. And they probably seen the same thing I seen, so... All right, we're gonna get back double file here, folks. The lap of 132. William up front. James Holzer second. Gonna be on the inside. Ed Morris on the inside. Third. Kyle Knapp Sr. Fourth. Fifth. 197 of Dennis Weeks. Here we go. Pace car off and away. William Hartman is gonna be on the loud pedal. The green is out. Here we go, folks. And that was the final pit stop, I'm sure, for everybody. Now the question is, anybody have a set of tires left? That stat I do not have, so I do not know. Oh, Douglas going around! There is no caution! No caution for that spin-a-rooney! Spin-a-rooney by Douglas Newbigging. We got to take a look at this. We got to take a look at this. Yeah, a lot of netcode, David. That was a lot of netcode for sure. I think you've seen the same thing I seen, bud. David Elliott, the head admin chat here tonight. Just trying to let everybody know what they seen and I seen. It looks like everything kind of squared away on that one. I want to see this little spin-a-rooney here by Douglas Newbigging coming out of four. No caution. He got it below the yellow, and he kept it off the wall and out of traffic. And there we go, man. Oh, wow. Lane Doyle on pit road here. And not worried about William. Let's get back up here to second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th, and 11th. Jeremy Clifton. Right here in the mix too, coming up on Cody McFadden. Right here is the gaggle. Right here is the high cholesterol group. The oh, I need to change my pants moments. And oh man, we got the action. Boy, 2x2 pretty much. Kyle Knapp Sr., boy, he's trying to get around Ed Morris there for third. Not going to be able to do it. Got Dennis Weeks back here trying to get around the three of Michael Larch. Now, Michael started in third, and he has worked his way back up to fifth. But, boy, he has got a whole lot of traffic around him. He's got, of course, Dennis Weeks. He's got Ruben Phelps. And then right behind them, Ted Poulin and Alan Hilton back up here as well. Nolan Neiman, it looks like, back on the lead lap here. Let me see here. Yes, he is on the lead lap. He is actually the second driver on the lead lap. Chris Seidenfaden, well, the second to the last driver. Chris Seidenfaden is the first driver a lap down. Now, Kevin Franks is only one lap down. Now, Kevin really looking for a caution here to get back on the lead lap. He just does not want to be a part of it. Dennis Weeks, I got to get back up here to this, though. This is where some issues could arise, is right here. And as we see, the 54 of Ted Poulin, his truck got a little loose. And we can see 3 wide here, too. Well, let's go ahead and give some shout outs here. Again, David Elliott, Jeremy Knapp, Ed Moore Sr., Admin Tower, adminning the truck series this season. A big shout out to them. Of course, David Elliott out there in chat here tonight. He can give the thanks and stuff to Jeremy and Ed as well, because I know he's listening. A big shout out to Russ Anderson and over at Northern Capital for coming on board, sponsoring the truck series again this season. Rick Donovan, awesome league out here at Extreme Motorsports and 99.com, and I'm watching the 54 there in the 2. That was really close. So a big shout out to Rick, all the fans out there that tune in each and every week, and those that come in here and give me a hard time like GT does and everybody else. Thank you guys. You keep me going. Do appreciate it. Of course, if you're new, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that like button. We're setting at 10 likes right now. Love to see 15 likes here tonight. I'd love to see 1,000 likes here, but we don't have 1,000 people watching. So I'd love to see 1,000 people watching too, but we're going to be shooting for 15 likes here tonight, folks. So we got 10, 5 away. It looks like now everybody gonna go be single file here. At least for now. At least for now. See a whole lot going on. I do appreciate that, GT. All right. Like now, Ted and Cody. Cody coming up on that 54, the 51 of Jeremy Clifton. Eric Riggins started 28th. Hey, top 15 right now for him and 14th. Good run by Eric Riggins. And oh man, next time by, folks, you know what's gotta happen. Lap of 150, coming to lap of 151. You know what it's gonna be. William crosses the stripe. Okay, so next time by. As he will take, of course, lap of 152. He's got to complete it before it happens. But here we go. Coming to lap of 152 here tonight. There we go. 20 to go here this evening. 20 laps to remain. Looks like right now, if everybody can... Oh, we got a potential 3 wide back here. Ed Poulin, Cody McFadden, and Jeremy Clifton. Oh, that was close. We'll continue. We'll watch this for a little bit. That's about really the only battle going on. Really the only close battle. You got Kyle Knapp Sr. trying to get up to Ed Morris. That would be for third. That'd be for podium. Like now, they're going to start getting a little bit separated here. Here comes the 22 of Russell LePage. He is wanting a piece of it. See the 51 there, 3 wide. They're coming around the 5. 51 of Jeremy Clifton trying to make that pass over Ted Poulin for 10th. Like Nolan Neiman is going to be, it looks like, coming down pit road. Yes, he is. We got to get back up here on the 51 of Jeremy Clifton. Ed Poulin, Cody McFadden, Russell LePage, and the 5 right there of Chris Seidenfaden, who is a lap down. Heavy rear end damage. And the 51 gonna take 9th. Cody McFadden 10th. Russell trying to get 11th from Ted. Well, can they just hang on to it for what will soon to be 14 laps? There it is, 14 laps to go. Ed gonna cross it back down to the inside of the 22 of LePage. Good solid 31 lap run here for some. Coming down to the wire here tonight, folks. 14 to go. I'll make it 13 now as it updated. Laps to go. Not worried about William. We got to get up here to Kyle Knapp, though. Kind of under fire here with Ed Morris. Well, Ed under fire with Kyle. Sorry. Kyle to the inside of the 7. Kyle Knapp Sr. GTM. The 7 of Ed Morris. Prime time. Oh. That is a battle for podium. And you know, the more they race it up, that 3 right behind him of Michael Larch, he's going to be looking at that, and he's going to be probably thinking, all right, guys, y'all wreck. Don't bring out a caution. Just let me get around you. That's all I want to do. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. All right, Lane Doyle, Jeremy Rigney, Mike Richter, and Ryan Swan. They have all taken their trucks behind the wall here tonight. So we've lost 4 drivers. Officially have lost 4 drivers. We got 8 to go here. Boy, William, he's gone here tonight. Unless he makes some kind of boneheaded move. Yes, GT, I said boneheaded move. I think William's got it. Now, could William make a bonehead move? Well, he could, but I doubt it. Bobby Tench on pit road here. If he does make a bonehead move, and, hits the wall or something, his new nickname would be William Bonehead Hartman. I'm just going to say it. All right, William, 5 to go, and it looks like now just that separation between drivers. We got a battle back here for 8th. Alan Hilton and Jeremy Clifton potentially. They're coming around the 05. Just don't know. Is there enough laps for the two to get around the 51? Well, there could be if the 51 makes some kind of mistake or if Alan just gets a better run on the inside. But it looks like Jeremy is just trying to do everything he can to keep that 2 behind him. Coming up behind them is going to be Cody McFadden. That is the 64 here. You can't, name ain't showing up in the driver bar for some reason. But he is there, and we still got that battle up here for 3rd. That podium finish, Kyle Knapp Sr. and Ed Morris, and, well, Michael Larch even in the mix here now. Closer to it. Could we have a potential 3 wide for 3rd? All right, there it is. 1 to go. White flag in the air. We're going to finish this under regulation here tonight. William up front. James second. That's already going to be there. As William is going to come in between 3 and 4 here tonight. He is going to take the victory here at Iowa this evening. Battle back here for 3rd. Kyle Knapp Sr. is going to steal it away from Ed Morris. Kyle in 3rd. Ed Morris in 4th and Michael Larch in 5th. We don't normally do this, but we got to see that pass there by Kyle Knapp Sr. here. And it was right there, I believe. Let's kind of rewind it here a little bit, kind of see where Kyle Knapp Sr. I believe Kyle Knapp got around right there, or around here. So Kyle Knapp Sr. is going to take 3rd here tonight. He's coming down pit road. Let's instant replay that. We'll pause it. We'll step aside here, get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back here live on MaxspeedTV for the post-race show. We've caught up with Count Up Senior here tonight. Kyle, man, another great race here at Iowa. Now, there was a lot of side-by-side here tonight, and, you know, some 3-wide, of course, but you know, it seemed like the longer the run ran on, everybody got a little bit spread out, and then a couple of battles going on. So, you know, it was like the ARCA, but nothing like the ARCA, because the ARCA had even 4-wide. So, you know, well, talk about your race out here tonight, Kyle. The man, third place. Yeah, you said it. Go ahead. We'll let you have at it.
No, I mean, it was a pretty good night. It was definitely, I think, really similar to the Arcus car for me anyways. Just kind of save that right front and that right rear, and you could be there at the end during the long run. But that last 20-25 lap battle with Eddie Morris, that was probably the funnest part of the race I had.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, you know, we're going to talk about that now since you just brung it up. You guys were battling not only for third, but for podium. And you had the sneaky Michael Larch right there coming up on you as well. You know, if something was to have happened to you and Ed, you know, Michael would have pounced on it. Talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. When we were side by side, I was watching my relative, and I could see Michael slowly creeping in. And I thought I had cleared Morris at one point, and then my spotter said hi, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be over. Mike's going to get in here and get it 3 wide, and we're going to finish 4th or 5th. And I'm like, well, and then GT just came in my ear and said, just cut the corner. He's like, get it straight and you'll get him. And that's what we did. And I passed him coming to the white.
Oh, you got him, man. And, you know, third place, awesome job. Now that, you know, you're sitting in 4th in the points. Actually, you were tied with Alan Hilton. Alan going to finish back in 9th. So there is going to be now, you know, I think you're probably going to overtake that position. Of course, pending any, you know, penalty points. It looks like you finished. Boy, a lot of drivers here. It looks like the top 11, for my stats, finished with 0 incidents here tonight, including yourself. So, I mean, that's amazing at a track like Iowa.
Yeah, it is. I mean, nice, clean racing. I know we had a few of them cautions right there in the middle with about 80 to go. But, yeah, it was a fun race. William, of course, you know, spanked us tonight like always, normally.
Yeah,
and
he don't need an
but
interview,
I'll take
but
a top
you know,
3. It was pretty fun.
yeah, he don't need an interview, but you know, we give him one anyway, just because, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, bud. Well, we're gonna be off next week for the truck series. You know, but when we come back, we're going to be at back to 1.5 miles, Las Vegas, bud. How do you feel about Sin City? They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but with the way the points are here in the truck series, I don't know if that's going to be the case going into round 1 of the chase. So talk about Vegas.
I like 1.5 miles for the trucks. I just like the way the setups are on them. So hopefully we can go in there and lock ourselves into the chase, and I think we might have done that tonight, but I'm not 100%. But
you might have, but I can't be correct. I'm going to do math throughout the off week and see who's mathematically locked in and who's not. So, yeah, I've got work cut out for me.
Right, yeah. So, but yeah, Vegas is going to be a fun track. Hopefully GTM can pull off, put another 6 or 7 trucks in the top 10 like we did tonight.
All righty, Kyle. Well, awesome job here tonight. Of course, you know, we're going to see you tomorrow night, maybe for the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series, maybe a standby driver, or are you going to kind of take the night off?
No. Tomorrow night is my night off. I admit Sunday night, race Monday, Tuesday, and crew chief Thursday. Tomorrow's my night off.
Got to have that night off. All righty, buddy. Well, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate third here tonight, even though you didn't want it.
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys at GTM, GT Hawkins, Butt Kicker, D-Dub Button Boxes, JT Designs, Northern Capital for sponsoring the truck series, Rick Donathan for putting us all on for Extreme, you guys up in the booth that broadcast it.
All righty, Kyle, bud. We will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yep. We'll see you in 2 weeks, bud. Go celebrate.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to James Holzer here in second. Boy, he tried to beat William Hartman. And James, I think you might have had him if we had a couple of laps maybe left there going. But man, he also started to pull away too. But talk about the battle there with William, and the laps led, and the battles going on. Man, Mike Shores, but we'll leave it to you.
Yeah, I don't know, Josh. We were honestly really even, and then we both kind of got to the point. Like 10 to go, I started pushing the issue on the high side, and he saw that I gained a little bit, and then we got to 5 to go, and I didn't gain enough, so he just started running easy, and I kind of did the same because I just didn't want to wreck or do something crazy. But yeah, I don't know. We were just really, really even, for the whole point of the run, probably until about 10 laps to go into it. Starting 9th put us pretty far back on the initial start, and we were able to get P2 there, and he lost the lead via the caution during the green flag pit stops there. So we got the lead there, and then we had a couple like short stints and questionable calls on whether we should come for tires or not, and William made the option to come in after we maybe ran 6-7 laps, and I was on the fence about it because the track position was so important, and I didn't know how long it was going to take those tires to even out because as we were kind of talking about, it kind of evens out, but you got to make your moves quick. So if you have the tire advantage, but you got to do it in the first 10 laps or so.
Yeah, I would say
you're kind of pinned.
Yeah, I would
about
say
20. It's completely even, but
I would say
if
about
you're pushing
20
harder, you're going to burn your tires up more.
Yeah, I'd say about 20 to 25 laps. It's already they're already even, so you really can't do nothing unless they make some type of mistake. So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you had to do what you had to do, but you led some laps here tonight. You're going to finish with looks like 0 incidents here this evening, so you got a couple of bonus points heading your way. Awesome job again on that. That's from my stats, and I believe that is correct because I do get the incident after the race. So,
yeah, that is correct. I had 0 X.
Yeah, that is amazing. It looks like 43 lap stint on that run. You came in 2 tonight, of course, tied with Ed Morris here for that 5th position at 271. 7 back from Kyle Knapp Sr. and Alan Hilton because they were tied. It was stacked all the way up through the top 8 coming into
absolutely,
tonight.
Yeah. And the beginning of our season, we had a couple bad races there. Our shifter malfunction at Kentucky cost us probably about 30 points, and we had. And our mishap at Dover cost us a top 5 with the unsafe entry, and then going through too many pit boxes at Indy, or we'd probably be P3 or P2 in points. But it's really all at this point really about making the playoffs. We were able to overcome those minimal mistakes, to this point to get into the playoff contention. So nothing too much to dwell over. You just got to take it race by race, and at this point, I feel pretty confident of making the playoffs. So just going to try to, rack up as many bonus points as we can, moving forward because playoffs are coming. I think we're off next week, but
yes,
the week after, and then we run, I think, one more race and it's the playoffs, or maybe the next race is the final race. I can't remember.
Well, we're actually going to get to that right now. We got one more race. Of course, we are off next week. So we got one more race. That'll be round 10, and that's at Las Vegas. So, how do you feel about Vegas?
It's a good track for us.
How do you feel about it?
I feel good. I mean, you got William Hartman in the field, so you're always chasing P2 for the most part. Outstanding dude, great teammate, and it's good to bounce off and learn off somebody that uses a lot of these applications even in real life too. So because iRacing is about 80% of the reality, so that's what makes this simulation so nice. But no, I mean, it's also going to be about, really pacing your tires because you can burn them up pretty easy, running the top early on, making passes. But the same token, it can be hard to make passes later in the run. So it's, the usual balancing out how hard do you want to push early, how hard do you want to defend, and how confident are you can save more tires than the guy in front of you. So I don't know. It's going to come down to track position as well, as, most of these tracks go. But yeah, I don't know. And back to tonight too. I don't know. I probably should have pitted on the caution where Hartman did. I don't know. I probably could have maintained not if I would have maintained the lead per se, but I would at least had a chance to maintain my, track position in front of him, and had a better shot because I needed the lead there. I think I could have defended him off using the top side enough and had him use up his tires or ride behind just because he doesn't want to use up his stuff. Not really sure how it would have came out. Oh, and then the one time too, I believe I can't remember if it was off 3 and 4 or if it was off 1 and 2, but I was pretty much completely sideways from the middle of the whole way past the exit of the corner, and I lost 2 or 3 spots there and gained those right back. So that mishap right there is what really cost us a chance at the race. I think if I would have not slipped there, maybe kept some pressure on, I think maybe it would have been a little bit harder for Hartman. But he still, I think, was just a touch faster than we were tonight. But nothing wrong with that. Consistent finishes is what will get us to have an opportunity to win a championship. And never a bad idea of running second to your teammate. Can't complain about that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, awesome job out here tonight in the number 8, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate second place here tonight?
Yeah, Josh, absolutely. As always, just got to thank you in the booth. Always an awesome job. Enjoy rewatching the races. It's always a pleasure. Got to thank everybody on the truck there, Extreme Sim Racing, for being on the truck. It's awesome having them on there. Also got to thank everybody on the GTM team for bringing me in and working with them here the last couple weeks. It's definitely made some improvements with my strategy and with the restarts and just being more consistent because we had a lot of good finishes, coming up through the year, but we also had a lot of bad finishes. So, I've noticed, a lot of those have blended out. I mean, I know we've only been here for 2 weeks, but, our average finish is 1.5 in the last 2 weeks, being with GTM. Not technically officially because we're not gathering points because only 2 drivers obviously gather points in the truck series, but, just being there and, learning and like I said, running with them really, really makes a difference. And GT's a good guy, and everybody on the team I really enjoy working with. But that's really all I have to thank. And enjoy your off week. I know I'll enjoy mine. rushing home from work on these 12-hour shifts can be a little bit stressful, and I usually don't get the whole 40-minute session practice in, as I kind of register, on my phone before I leave from work, and then I rush home and go out on my computer and you get about 10 minutes of practice, if any minutes, and that's all the practice we're getting for the week. So we learn in 10 minutes, and usually a lot of the first stint of the race is just learning the truck. So just been really blessed to have run, as good as we have, and maybe try to get some time in the middle of the week to maybe practice a little bit for the playoffs. But yeah, just excited to have run well, and thank you everyone, and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
All right, James. Well, let's get to it. Go ahead, man. Go celebrate second here tonight. All right, well, that is going to bring us up to William Hartman. Boy, we could go on and on with James Holzer. He's a talker. Man, he's a talker. But William Hartman grabbing the win here tonight. William, awesome job again. Man, I got to say, you're just one of those drivers that just knows how to either drive the trucks, drive the track, or a little bit of both at the same time, because you kind of figured it out there. You started up front, you kind of fell back after the caution there, and then you worked yourself back up through those cautions, and then, man, toward the end of the race. But we got to definitely, though, hear it from you, because it really came down to, I would say, more of a, strategy. Yeah, that's plain and simple. Go ahead, William. Mike's yours.
Yeah, for sure. I got kind of pinned there on that first caution. Had just jacked up the right side of the truck as the caution came out, so pretty suboptimal time for that to happen. But took the wave around there, and luckily we got a caution right after that, so I was able to cycle up past all the lap down trucks, and that cleaned up a little bit of the room that I needed to make up. And then we kind of had a couple of quick yellows, and then had a little 5-lap run and another quick yellow, and I just said, I'm not going to make up enough ground without getting a little off sequence. So ended up coming down and putting fresh tires on there. I think about half the field did at that point. And the fresh tires were outstanding, even with 5 laps difference on tire. So was able to, within 2 or 3 laps, get myself back up and they're running second, and then get the lead and kind of be able to stretch back out a little bit. So really fortunate to get a couple yellows, really unfortunate to get the first one, but everything seemed to work out in the end, and we were able to get it done.
When those cautions were starting to come out, I mean, it could have been, of course, worse off. You know, it could have just been yellow after yellow. Was you a little nervous seeing them, you know, kind of back to back there? I mean, because we could have had more.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It was pretty clean racing around me at that point, so I wasn't too worried about getting caught up in anything. And really, each of the yellows, I was able to gain a spot or two on each time, so I wasn't really losing anything by having those quick yellows. So I think it ended up working out in the end, but yeah, definitely disappointing to see that when we had such good green flag stretches there at the beginning and end of the race. So it ended up being okay, but yeah, it was certainly not what I was looking to see there on that run.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd go green and I'd be able to get a few of those spots back. So.
Well, I know you mentioned about, getting caught up while, hitting, and then the caution came out. What was going through your mind at the time? Was it, oh crap, I'm going to lose it? Or, I've still got plenty of time to make it up? I mean, you're the driver, man. It's your thoughts. I mean, just keep it PG. What was really going through your mind?
Well, if I said what was going through my mind, it probably wouldn't be PG at the moment. So,
yeah, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yep. It was just, it was incredibly frustrating at the time. It's actually 2 weeks in a row. There towards the end of last week's race, had the same thing happen on the last sequence of pit stops. Had to wave around and was only able to get myself back up to third. So, just kind of had those frustrating flashbacks. But I knew at least it was early enough in the race. I felt like the truck was very fast. And I knew I could get my way back up there. It was just going to take the right situation to do it. So just I had my couple moments of frustration and then got back, put the driver's helmet back on and just said, we got to go back after it and try and get back up as much track position as I could. So it was frustrating, but man, it's a long race. 170 laps is a long time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 171 laps may not seem like a whole lot. We talked about it earlier here at Iowa, but it's it's a handful.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the trucks, they're really planted and really stuck, but they're definitely something you can't just put into cruise control around a place like this. So you're working it every lap, and you're definitely feeling it after 170 of them. So it was almost a little nice to have the race broken up a little bit there. As much as it would have been nice to go green, it's nice to get a little reprieve.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Las Vegas coming up after the break, of course. We're off next week for the trucks. Maybe some people putting practice in for round 10. You're at this point mathematically locked in. I mean, good Lord. So you're in, unless you do something, make a bonehead move to get you kicked or something. I don't foresee that happening, but, you never know. But, talk about Las Vegas, round 10, going into it. You really don't have anything to lose, but still yet, you always going for a win. But talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be important to try and keep the momentum up. Obviously, we're rolling pretty good right now, so just try and keep that momentum up going into the chase is really important. So Las Vegas can be a little hit or miss with the trucks. It really depends. These open setups have been quite a bit better this season, so really happy we've been doing that.
I've heard that before, open setups, but this is a fixed setup league.
Yeah, for sure. So iRacing's actually released a couple of setup options for a lot of these racetracks. So there's a what they call an open fixed setup, which is meant to be a little bit faster, a little more competitive, a little more on edge balance wise. Yeah. So in all of our series this season, we use those setups if possible, and I think it's really improved the racing.
Oh, yeah.
It really improved the fun behind the wheel driving the trucks especially. So they've been a little bit improved, but Vegas can be a little bit of probably
Vegas.
the most super speedway wise of all of the intermediates. So hopefully we've got a little bit quicker setup, so a little more lifting, and it'll be a little better race. But yeah, looking forward to it. Try and keep the momentum up and keep rolling into the playoffs.
Well, Vegas can definitely be Vegas, of course. Before we get to the final thought shout outs for you, are we going to see you tomorrow night or no?
Yeah, I can't turn down an opportunity at Dover, so I'll be around tomorrow night.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow night at Dover. But thoughts, final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give for your not victory here tonight at Iowa, bud.
Yeah, of course. I got to thank everybody at GTM for putting together the best team in this league, man. It's an awesome group of guys, and mad props to all the guys tonight for putting together great finishes. I think we ended up 1, 2, 3 again, and 6 of the top 10 or something like that. So great group of guys that we have over there. Northern Capital Extreme Motorsports for putting together this league that we get to come out here and race. All the admins for doing what they do to let us come out here and race. And then Butt Kicker, D-Dub Button Boxes for coming on board with us getting this season at GTM. It's awesome to have great sponsors like that.
All righty, William. We'll let you go celebrate the victory here tonight, bud. We'll see you tomorrow night at Dover for the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series. Go celebrate your win here tonight.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Yep. All right, we'll get him back down there to his team here tonight. We'll get down here to the unofficial results, I think. Let me go ahead and see here if they have been updated here. Can't tell you just yet. So, yes, it is going to be official here. So, these are the official results here tonight. Let's go ahead and get down to them here this evening. William Hartman grabbing the win here tonight. Man, 1, 2, 3 for GTM. Awesome job, William, up front. James there, going to finish in second. Cownap Sr. in third. Ed Morris in fourth. Michael Larch in fifth. Ruben Phelps in sixth. Dennis Weeks seventh. Jeremy Clifton in eighth. Alan Hilton ninth. Cody McFadden going to round out the top 10. Russell LePage in 11th. Eric Riggins in 12th. Ted Poulin 13th. Curtis Vollmer 14th. Douglas Newbigging in 15th. Nicholas Holda 16th. Kevin Frank 17th. Nolan Neiman coming back. He's going to finish the top 20 in 18th. Rob Griffin 19th. And Chris Seidenfaden is going to round out the top 20. Bobby Tench 21st. Dean Gagliano 22nd. Tom Amassi 23rd. Justin Lemke 24th. Lane Doyle 25th. Jeremy Rigney 26th. Mike Richter 27th. Ryan Swan, 28th, and Wallace Boyce is going to round it out here tonight in 29th. But our winner here tonight, William Hartman, awesome win here. 1, 2, 3, like I said, again for GTM. Of course, tomorrow night, the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series, round 9. At the Monster Mile of Dover. I love me some Dover. That's going to be an interesting race. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. All the fans out there, we do appreciate it here this evening. Of course, the big shout out to Russ Anderson, Northern Capital, for coming on board, sponsoring the Truck Series. All of our admins here for the Truck Series. Ed, looks like we had... Ed Morris Sr., well, they all left. They're not down there. Okay, I don't have it written down in front of me, but a big shout out to all of them. David Elliott, I know you're out there. Big shout out to David Elliott and their group out there for doing their an awesome job here in the admin tower for the Truck Series. Man, thank you all so much. Until tomorrow night, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.